Firstly, it is essential to understand that both Jalin Turner and Dan Hooker are experienced fighters with impressive records in the UFC. Jalin Turner, also known as the Tarantula, has a record of 13 wins and 6 losses in his professional MMA career, while Dan Hooker, also known as the Hangman, has a record of 22 wins and 12 losses. Both fighters possess significant striking abilities and have shown that they can end fights with their hands or feet. However, there are some significant differences between these two fighters that could potentially make this fight less competitive than others. One of the most notable differences is their height and reach. Jalin Turner is a tall, lanky fighter with the height of 6'3" and a reach of 78 inches, while Dan Hooker is slightly shorter with a height of 6 feet tall and a reach of 75 inches. The significant height and reach advantage that Jalin Turner possesses could allow him to keep Dan Hooker at a distance and land strikes from the outside without putting himself in danger. Another factor that could give Jalin Turner the edge in this fight is his striking accuracy. In his last 3 fights, Jalin Turner has landed an impressive 50% of his significant strikes, compared to Dan Hooker's 38%. This means that Jalin Turner is more likely to land clean strikes on Dan Hooker, which could cause some significant damage and potentially end the fight early. Moreover, Jalin Turner has shown that he can defend takedowns well, which could stop one of Dan Hooker's strengths. Dan Hooker is a skilled grappler who has won several fights by submission. He may try to take Jalin Turner down to exploit his weaknesses. However, Jalin Turner has demonstrated that he can stuff takedowns and keep the fight standing, which could limit Dan Hooker's options. In conclusion, while it is impossible to predict the outcome of a mixed martial arts fight with complete accuracy, Jalin Turner's height and reach advantage, striking accuracy, and takedown defense could potentially give him the edge over Dan Hooker. However, it is essential to remember that anything can happen in a fight, and both fighters are skilled and experienced enough to capitalize on any mistakes or opportunities.